fucking noise. Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Terrell. That's better. What's the matter, baby? You okay? Hmm? What's the matter? What's wrong, baby? You okay? You good? Want to go outside and get pee-pees? Or you good? You okay? You're like half asleep. You good? Sleepies, okay? Okay, baby? Hey, Lashonda, how you doing? Oh, I'm spanking them cards every day, all day. Look. How you been, girl? You good? I was just talking to my dog. She's looking at me like she's crazy. You been good? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. All's good over here. I can't complain. Same shit, different day. Stay positive, all that type of stuff. I'm gonna put up my link right here. Good, Maria. How you doing? If you didn't say nothing, I wouldn't even remember to put it there. You never seen me in camouflage? All this damn army talk that I've been talking about on here. Oh, you can super chat if you want. I have super chat and PayPal, both. So unfortunately, I don't have anything else but super chat and PayPal. Those are the only two options. I wish I had Cash App and all these other things, but because I live here in Bermuda, I can't. But pay super chat, anybody can do that. Yeah, Maria, I'm ready for the war, ready for action. I was thinking about like I was going through some of my outfits and shit, and I was like, you know what? I haven't worn no camouflage in a long time. I said, all this talk about army this week that I had. I said, I'm gonna get ready for the war. Yeah. But I have worn this shirt before and this hat together once before, but probably a long time ago. I'd probably say maybe 2 years ago, maybe, or a year and a half, something like that. I don't think I've worn it more than once. This is probably the second time because it reminds me of army, and I don't really like that. But I said, fuck it. Yeah. It's all good. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I had a good night. I went to I had takeout tonight with my nephew, and then we played pool and darts. We had a good laugh. We had fun. I just finished watching all these videos just now, these TikTok videos about what's going on in the world. I think I don't know. I just can't trust a lot of things I see anymore because of AI and and how people can edit videos and make shit look real. Like it's so annoying because now you really don't know what's real or fake. You get tricked quick, you know. Everything just looks so real, and you never really know what's real anymore. It's kind of annoying. Like all these what I've been watching is like the all these people vandalizing like Tesla and all the Tesla cars and all that shit. That shit makes me fucking like question people's mentality. Like, you know, it's like, what's that car got to do with anything? You know, what's anything got to do with anything like that? Why you like vandalizing this guy's company and his cars, like because you don't like him? Like that shit, and people think they're like the insurance company ain't gonna pay it back. So you're just doing that shit for nothing. Like it just don't make no sense. All right, Lashonda, I got your super chat. Thanks, sweetheart. You said thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate that. You said Will West and I get back together. All right, let's check. There's like so much, like it's so pathetic how people. My personal opinion is I think it's so pathetic that people are hating each other over the government, over like who's president, who he's around, and what you're doing. Like who really gives a fuck about that stuff? Like, don't you know the government takes everything from you? So you're an idiot for voting for them in the first place. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter, you know? Because either way, you have to pay your taxes. Either way, you have to pay for bills. So what is the government really doing for you? You should be like going after like, you know, your rights and like getting rid of these things that they take from you. Not like, you know, going after somebody's company. Like that's just like stupid as shit. Honestly, like I'm like I'm sad for like Americans and things like that. I really am. I'm sad for the good ones. Hey, Sally, I'm doing good. How are you? Like me personally, I love America and I love going there and I have so many American friends, but like a lot of my friends don't even talk about that shit because they don't really care either. But like just to see all that stuff on like TV and see all this bullshit all over TikTok, it's kind of annoying. It's like you people ain't got nothing else better to do. Like, don't you know that these people all take our money? I don't know. Sometimes I really think that people don't have a brain, or they're just that dumb. All right, Will West and Shonda get back together. One, two. Yeah, Lashonda, I know people are against. Yeah, I'm in Bermuda. Bermuda is not America. We're like a British colony. Bermuda is like an island off of. We're close to the United States. We're the closest place to Bermuda is like Boston and New York. But we're like a island. I live in an island called Bermuda. It's like very small, and we don't. You know, we have a corrupt government too, and people don't like them either. But we're not blowing up shit and like burning cars up and acting crazy and shit. You know, we just try to stand up for ourselves and see what we can do. You know, and everybody's like going crazy over there. Like it just don't make no sense. Like, what are you people doing? Everybody's blaming everybody without knowing the facts. That's how I feel about it. Lashonda, I would say that it's going to be very difficult for you and Wes to get back together anytime soon. And I think that maybe Wes is looking for like a new possibility or a new relationship, or like a way that he can like find new ways and not go back to being together. I also feel like he's like mentally drained about this whole thing as well. I feel like it's possible that you guys can get back together if there's some type of like compromise, but it's going to be very hard. Like, I think the truth has to come out, like you guys have to be honest with each other and tell each other what really happened or what's really going on, and stop punishing yourselves. And just like, if you went through some type of experience that was, a weird one, then it's got to be some type of like give and take in order to get back together. I feel like it's hopeful. I feel like you might be hopeful it'll be happening, but on his end, I mean, I'm gonna look further into it, but to answer the question, like, I don't see it happening anytime soon, unless there is like a someone comes clean and tells the truth. I don't think I asked if Wes wants to be back with you, and it says that he doesn't because you broke his heart, and he feels like, disappointed with you, and he feels like he'd rather be alone than be in a relationship. And he's also got like past issues when he was young, or like when he was younger, he had like some issues with relationships, or probably saw like maybe people in his family have issues, so he doesn't want to have the same issues. But I don't think that he wants you back in a relationship. Like, I don't think he wants you back at all right now. Unfortunately, I see all this, like, I don't see nothing good here. I feel like he's disappointed, and I feel like it's either he feels you broke his heart, or he feels like you're brokenhearted and disappointed and you'd rather be alone without him. So it's one way or it's either way. But I asked, how does he feel about you? And you're reversed in the card. So that means that he is not like gonna give in to you. Like, he's not gonna like completely give in and say, okay, I want you back. So there's gotta be some type of, I don't know, truth being told or something like that. I think that he'll offer to hear you out, but that's about it. Hey Ann, how you doing? Hey Shania. So Lashonda, I don't know if this makes any sense, but he recently told me that he loved me, and that was after we broke up. Then I told him I love him too. We are in love. But you're saying that was after you broke up, right? Hmm. The thing is like, like I said, I do see a possibility of you guys, working things out, but it has to be like something to do with the breakup, like why you broke up, you know? And then like telling each other you love each other. You can still love somebody and not be with them. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is, what I get here is like, he really like feels like he can be back together with you, but things need to be started like fresh again, like or like reevaluate everything, talk about things, you know. Yeah, he overreacted and he broke out. He's a runner. Yeah, I think that he has a problem with you being a dominant woman, if that makes sense. Like he might have a problem with your confidence level, your like your control over situations, your strength, your courage, your energy, like your accomplishments, things like that. Like he has a problem with that. Like he can't handle the fact that you're, you know, like he doesn't know what to do with that. Like I think he gets lost in that aspect about, or that feeling about how you're, that type of person. Yeah, independent, that type of thing. I mean, I feel like deep down inside he's willing to start all over again. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? But I think that he can't concentrate right now. Like if you guys end up being back together, which I don't see like right away, but I do get there is a possibility, right? But he has to like, come back to you. And I feel like you want him back, but it's up to him. But what's going through his mind is that, he's like, do I really want to go back to her? Because when I go back to her, I have to deal with like the dominance, the independence, like how she is, and how am I gonna like deal with that? So if he overreacted and broke up and he runs, then who's to say he's not gonna do it again if he comes back? And I think that probably bothers him too much. So Lashonda, I would say that it's pretty difficult for it to be for you guys to get back together, because it has to be on like probably his terms, or his gonna come back with his tail between his legs and be like, I made a mistake, but I feel like this and this, and this like happens all the time. Like he thinks that we fight when I bring up a conflict, right? And I don't think he can handle that. He can't handle like the fact that you control the situation, or you're confident, or you're like holding him accountable for something. I just think that he can't handle you. That's what the cards are telling me, that he can't handle you. He can't handle like being with somebody like you. And that's why like he's not returning, and that's why like he ran in the first place. Because he's like, fuck this, I can't handle this. Like, I just can't take this shit no more. Like I can't be with a woman that's like this. He can't handle it, you know. If anything, I would say that, because I got the Empress reverse, so that means that he doesn't want you back as a girlfriend, but he consider having you as a friend and see how things, if it's better that way. You got me? So for right now, I think that it'll just stay the way it is until he like makes a decision. Because at the end of the day, he broke up and ran, right? So he's got to be the person who comes back to make amends, or make things right. You know. But that's what I'm getting pretty much, is that he's scared of your control, your confidence, who you are, how you act, that type of thing. He can't handle it. Instead of him embracing it and being okay, yeah, or like you said, he overreacts and he thinks that you fight when you bring up a conflict or concern. So if that's the case, he probably saying to himself, it ain't gonna change. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna come back, but like actually being together is probably gonna be a task, you know? Yeah. So I feel like he'll probably, be friends with you, but nothing more until he decides that he wants that. So I would say the ball's in his court because I don't see nothing bad here with you. I feel like you're doing your thing. You're not gonna, you probably won't you probably don't need to change. You just need to, like, maybe he just needs to, like, accept the fact of who you are. If he says he loves you, then he needs to love you for who you are and how you carry yourself, right? So maybe he needs some time. But I would say it's possible that you guys can get back together, but it has to be on his, like, his time, his clock. So that's the situation there. So yeah, that's what I would say. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, like by the end of this month, and then the end of this month, and then next month, he's still gonna be kind of like, I think he needs more time. Like, but he does, like, I do get like that he really cares about you and really does love you, but like he just feels like every time there is like a misunderstanding that he just wants to be alone. He doesn't want that. But there is love. He does care about you and he does love you though. Because I got the Ace of Cups on the bottom here. But yeah. You're welcome, sweetheart. It's so good seeing you. I'm so glad you're okay. And I'm glad all was good. I would say just give him time, you know what I'm saying? Because these guys, they can't handle nobody like you. They ain't about that Lashonda life. You know what I'm saying? But anytime, sweetheart, and thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And I wish you the best, and I hope things work out. All right. Shania, you're next. And then Sully. All right. He said, what did my boss Katrina think and feel about my work recently? All right, let me check. I feel like your boss Katrina at first probably thought that you didn't understand things, or you didn't like want to work with her or work period. But after seeing, she still doesn't feel 100% about you, like about how your worth ethics are and who you are as a person, because she probably doesn't know you. So her feelings are like kind of up in the air still. But what she thinks about you working is good, though. She thinks that you're doing good. She thinks that you're starting to realize things and your results and efforts are looking good and better to her, and she feels like, that you're getting the idea of what you got to do. You're recognizing that you have the ability to do the job. So right now, at first, she probably feels not so, you know, uh, not so confident about you, but now she feels like, you know what, I may feel kind of weird about her, but I think that she's getting the hang of things and she's doing her job. So I'm cool with that. Like that's how I feel she feels. And she feels like she has favorable expectations for you. She thinks you're gonna get better and she thinks that you're gonna be good for the job. And she thinks that, things look hopeful on her like feelings about you, and thinking that you're going to do better and better as time goes on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lashonda, because I know you, like I know how how things are with you, and that's the thing. Sometimes that's a threat to a man. You know, that's why the cards were showing like you. I got the strength card for you twice, and that's a woman holding the lion's mouth. So that's like, don't hold me up. Like I'm gonna hold you the fuck up though, but don't you think you ain't holding me up. You ain't talking no shit to me. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said what I say. Cause that's the type of situation that he feels. He feels like, I can't just say what I want, you know. I ain't pulling no damn sexual cards around here, woman. What do you think this is? Sexy Wednesdays? Or weird Wednesdays or wacky Wednesdays? Hey Joanna, how you doing? But my advice, LaShawn, is to just let him like come back on his own and see what he does, see what he says. So you said that's about right. So I would say that she's going to continue to monitor you because she doubts you a bit, but because you do, like she's trying to your job, your boss Katrina thinks that like her you like maybe your appearance or the way you are or your age to her, like she's doubtful of you, but she's like seeing how you work and she's like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe she's cool after all, like maybe she really is here for the long haul, or maybe she really is going to do her job and do things right, because I kind of judged her at first. But the judgment of bosses are always going to be that way because they go through so many idiots in their lifetime. So they just think everybody's bad and nobody's good. So now she feels that you're worth the time and it was a good hire. You know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But some people have that issue. He might have childhood issues, Lashonda, because I got like childhood trauma. So maybe he saw his parents go at it. I don't know if you know that, but like maybe like his parents went at it, or maybe his last relationship was really, really like, toxic or bad. And he doesn't even know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't know what to say or what to do, or when he gets into a predicament like that, it might scare him. That's why I tell people when you if you want a real decent relationship, you got to sit down and talk. Like, communication has to be the main thing and the main key to successful relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my opinion. Like, and that's why I'm single, because if you ain't talking, like, you know, if you ain't talking, then what the fuck's the sense talking to you then? You know? Like you ain't gonna hear me out, but I'm gonna hear you out. And y'all always gotta be right and I'm not. Like I can't deal with that shit. Hell. Sully, you can ask your questions when you're ready. And Shania, I'll give you some cards after I'm finished. Yeah. See that if he's a horrible communicator, then like that's why things are the way they are. Unfortunately, like that's why you can't really, you're never gonna get the best of everything. He might love you and he might care about you and he might be loyal and he might be dedicated and he might rock your world in bed or some shit like that. But like if you don't communicate, then what's the fucking sense? Like, that's like one of the main things in a relationship is communication. And that's why I've always been like, that's why I've been single for so long. Because I can't find a woman that really wants to communicate. You're always hiding shit, being deceitful, being sneaky, not telling me the truth. Like, how the fuck I'm supposed to communicate with a liar? Fuck that. If you ain't coming clean and telling me the truth, then what's the sense of even being around you? So, like, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe Spirit's trying to give you a break from him to see, like, hey, look, maybe this guy he needs to understand what life is like without me for a while and see what happens. Like. Sometimes people need time to change, like, or time to like really see, like, what's going on. Hey, Tanya. Man, you didn't go see the cop guy? Man, so you're never gonna, so you ain't gonna get no hot flashes from the handcuffs. I hope you feel better. You can hang out with us. I put on my army uniform for you, so you can get excited watching me. That's all. It's all good. All right, Sully, I'll answer your question. My nephews, they're doing good. They're doing great. One of them, the oldest, has graduated from college and has a steady job. He's doing great. He's 20. He's going 22. The 20-year-old, my brother's oldest, he has a full-time job and he wants to go to college and like part-time to learn other things. His brother, which is 19, again, he's 18. He graduated and he's in college learning how to be an actuary. And my other nephew, that's 19, he's in Toronto. He's in Toronto in college right now, learning business administration. And the two youngest ones, the 17 and the 15-year-old, the 17-year-old is graduating from high school in June. And the youngest one, he's like my mini me. He's always around. We're always together, having fun. And he's still got 2 more years of school. But all of them are doing great. All of them are good. They're all good boys. They're not getting in trouble. They're all doing what they got to do. They all love their Uncle Mark. What can I say? Yeah, it is. It's I'm blessed to have them in my life, especially the two youngest ones because I live next to the two youngest ones. So they can be a pain in the ass, teenage boys like how I was, but So yeah. Tanya, I'm ready for war. All right, Sully, let me see what Arnita's thoughts about me right now. He's avoiding me. All right. Sully, he's doing it on purpose. Like he's doing it on purpose because right now he feels embarrassed, indecisive. He feels hesitant about dealing with you. He doesn't feel certain about things. He's doubtful. I'm getting Like he comes up as the magician reverse, which is a person that's very insecure. He's doing this on purpose because he feels weak, he feels bad, he feels sick. He doesn't like feel like himself. And he's doing it to cause conflict. He's doing it like to cause like turmoil and things like that. I don't see any other woman here or anything like that. It's just him being, just deceitful and just being stupid and doing dumb shit. I don't get nothing good here. I feel like he has a lot of decisions to make, but he doesn't want to make the decisions. I feel like he's got like a lot of anxiety going on in his life and shit like that. And he's got like a lot of bad stuff going on, you know? Like he knows he's hurting you right now, but he needs to go through this transition period in his life. I think he's like, I don't know why I keep getting this for this guy. I think it's him that I keep getting this. Like he's made bad investments, he's lost money, like he doesn't have any financial security. Like he's trying to clear away all his problems, but he can't. And I feel like he's just being tricky and deceitful. But like I don't see him like with some other hoe or something like that. Like right, like I don't see like I asked what he's up to, and he's just mad because he's lost money, and he's like just like he's mad at the world. I don't get too many good things around this guy. Like he's got some bad luck going on, and he probably doesn't want to deal with you or say anything to you because you might say "I told you so," or why you just don't tell me I'll help you. He just is embarrassed to even say anything. And if he's the type of guy that always like acts like he's big and bad and he has everything, and now something bad happened to him, is he probably insecure about himself. So that's how this Nader guy is right now, Sully. It's not looking good, Brev. That's why he's avoiding you. He doesn't want to tell you things. All right, let's check. You'll hear from him again. It's probably going to be like towards the end of the month or the next 10 days. So what's today? The 19th? Tomorrow is the 20th. So 10 days will bring us to the end of the month. I would say before the end of the month, you'll hear from him. He'll contact you. He'll text you or call you or something like that and tell you what's going on and tell you why and all that bullshit. But I do get that he will contact you in the next 10 days. So before the month is out, he'll contact you. You'll hear from him again. That's a very good question, and a question that will never be answered correctly because no one's honest. He's when he does communicate with you, like he's going to tell you about what's going on. He's gonna tell you that he got fucked over by somebody and how mad he was and this and that. And then he's gonna like, tell you things and be like try to sweeten things up and tell you the truth and tell you this and tell you that. So I would say just give it a few more days and he'll like come clean and tell you like whatever he needs to tell you. But that's like just childish, dumb shit. Sometimes you think you be dealing with like, sometimes these adults are acting like little children. Sometimes children don't even act that way. Honesty is something that's very rare for people to even, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. A lot of men that age are still like little children. They still got the mentality of a boy. I know a lot of 40 something year old men my age. I'm 48. So I can never act like that. I never did act like that. I'm always been like an honest person. I can't lie because I wouldn't know who I told the lies to. And I don't want to have no bad reputation. A liar is a bad reputation. Or not being honest is a bad reputation. If you're not a liar, but a liar is somebody who's not honest anyway. So I don't know, Sally. It's not easy. But you know what? I know you guys don't want to hear this. Some of you women don't want to hear this. But I'm going to tell you my honest opinion that the choices that you guys make by having these people in your life, it's all on you. So when you get these red flags, right? I don't care if you love the person, you like the person, you want to be with the person. But if you're getting these red flags now and have been for a while, it's telling you something. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear all that, but it's the truth. When you get these red flags, your ancestors, God, Spirit is trying to tell you get the fuck away from these people because they're no good for you. You're fighting a losing battle. This is the red flag. We're showing it to you. What are you going to do with it? And I know some of you don't want to hear that. Oh, but I love him. Oh, but I want him. Oh, but he'll change for me. No, no, no. Ain't nobody going to change. I watched my sister for 20 years try to change her husband to a better person, and he would only change for a certain amount of time, and he'll go right back to being the devil again. He was the devil in disguise until one day my sister said, Mark, today is the fucking day. I'm had enough. And I said, Hallelujah. Thank you very much. Please leave him because if you do, I'm got your back. Don't worry about nothing. We guys will make it without him. We don't need that fucking guy anyway. And when she did that 2 years ago, it was the best day of her life. And now she's way better now than she's ever been. And I'm sorry, but somebody's got to tell you guys, and that's how I live my life. Ain't no woman gonna come in my life and give me a red flag right in my face and me just ignore it. Oh, I'll put the red flag down. No, no, I still love you. I want you. I want to fuck you. I want to be with you. You know, we have some things in common. I can get over the lies. It's cool. How you gonna do that to yourself? So you're downgrading yourself. You want to work with the devil. You want to work with a liar. Liars ain't got no proof. So if they can't prove the things they tell you, so what's the sense of being with them? You're better off being by yourself. You want to see the love of my life? I'll show you. Here she is. Look. See the love of my life? She eats, sleeps, and shits. She don't talk back to me. She protects me. She loves me. And that's it. Right, baby? Tell these women, go get a damn dog is more loyal than a human being. These hoes ain't loyal. Neither are these men. Ain't that right, baby? Yeah, see? She said yes. Listen, I want the best for everybody. I want everybody to be happy. But you know deep down inside, when these people do these things to you, it's your sign. It's spirit. It's your past loved ones telling you, don't do it. Don't deal with these people. They ain't gonna change. But hey, What do I know, right? Yeah, see that? You know? You're welcome, Sully. I kind of was hoping that when he comes back, I'll be with someone else and happy he sent his friend's request. I said, well, if you want to do that, Lashonda, then more power to you. Like, but you shouldn't even worry about what he thinks. You know what I'm saying? Because if he really, I tell people this all the time. If somebody really wants you and really loves you, they will be with you right now. And that's what I told the last woman that was in my life. If you really fucking love me and you really want to be with me, then you'll be here right now. But you ain't. Because all you do is talk to her your fucking self. So goodbye. If you ain't here right now, then you're irrelevant to me. So don't tell me you love me and you ain't here. Because love is together. Last time I checked. Yeah, I'm glad you don't care. Fuck them. You know, you deserve better. We all deserve somebody who gives us equal give and take. And that's the thing, But if you want him to see, you happy with somebody else, then hey, go for it. A lot of people want to do that. Yeah, it's common sense, really. But I know it's difficult. I know some people just can't throw it away. Some people just want to give it a chance. It's because our hearts are so pure that we want to give somebody that has difficulties a chance. And then sometimes we blame ourselves because we think we're too hard on them or we're too, this or that. But if you're having difficulties with the person that you love and it's not working and you're not together, then that's really not no love. That's bullshit. That's fake love. That's like, that's like love that has to be like only convenience love is what I call it. Like it's you just have to be a convenience, Oh yeah, I love you now because things are good. But when we have an argument, I don't love you no more. Like I do, but I don't. It can't be that way. And when we're like, if you're married, I mean, you can ask a person that's been married for 30, 40 years. They're going to tell you, look, I've had my ups and downs. I almost had a divorce, or I almost didn't want my wife no more, or my husband no more, but we worked it out and we're together now and things are better. So there's always a possibility for life to get better or your relationship to get better, but it takes two. If one person can't be sitting there begging the other person to change or like trying to change that person's gonna have to want to change on their own. Ain't nobody can change you. You gotta change. You gotta want to change. But you can't change for a person. You gotta change yourself for the better if you feel like you have to. And sometimes it might be just a lesson you have to learn being with somebody that doesn't give a shit. Well, there you go, Lashonda. If he's spying, if he's spying, then let him spy. And that way he could see you succeed and then he'll probably delete you after that and be like, yeah, it's over now. Fuck. She's going her way. You know what? I always say it doesn't matter your sign, your age, your size, your color, your race. It's your character. It's who you are. It's who you're known as. When people die, what did they say? This person was a good man. They was a Marine or they was a cop and they did their job. They were a great father. They never say, oh, this is an Aquarius. He had Pluto in his second house. They don't talk about that shit, man. You fucking nuts. They don't talk about their age or anything. They talk about their character. They talk about what their reputation was. Some of it's lies, but we know the truth. And nobody's perfect, and nothing will ever be perfect. But you can try and make it that way. Unfortunately, people are crazy, man. This world is full of crazy people. And nobody really wants a real relationship anymore. That's what it seems like. And I put my life on it that there's more single people now than there is married in the world. I would definitely put my life on that, you know. And that's why. Because there's no trust. There's no real love. It's all fake shit and all like, you know, convenient love. It's fucking bullshit. But if that's the way it is, then I don't want no parts of it. Hell no. Shania, you're next. What you need? Unfortunately, love is like right now. Love is overrated to people. It's like what It's crazy. Yeah, you're right. It's just the way it is. I tell everybody now that I love them when they go to sleep, so that way they don't bother me and don't annoy me. Uh, I just keep to myself these days. I know I've always wanted to be in a relationship and be married and have kids and all that great thing, but I'll never give up. But I'm very like happy to be by myself. It's great. I'd rather listen to my dog snore in the background and pick up her shit outside and feed her and deal with her than deal with a ratchet hoe that is doing dumb shit behind my back or lying to my face. You know what I'm saying? But I always love them when they sleep. But my sister always says that. She says she can't wait to get another man to make her act like, mad. And I'm like, you don't have to. You don't have to have somebody to complete you. And I said, that's why you ain't got nobody since he left. Because you're having a great time not being controlled. Because that's what people want. People want to be controlled. People want control. They don't want equality. They want to control the narrative. They want to control you, tell you what to do. I'm your man. I'm your woman. You gotta do as I tell you, or else you ain't telling me shit. Bitch, you better get out of my house. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out. Ain't nobody ever controlling me. Never. Hey Maria, how you doing, darling? I'm good. I'm here talking about how wonderful relationships are and how wonderful it is to be single. And here you are, an example of real love. Yeah, but sometimes we'll never get what we really want in life. Lashonda, unfortunately, some people will never get married and some people will never have kids and some people will never get a divorce. Some people will always be happy. Some people won't. It's the thing. Sometimes it's the things that we want the most we never have. But I would tell you this: I would rather have none of that than have like bad shit. You know. Am I frozen for anybody else? I don't think so. Let me just tell her refresh. see, True Love, Maria and Walter. All right, Shania, you said, what did Julia? Yeah. What did Julia, a community member, tell my boss? Katrina, you know that about? All right, let me check. You like to ask these fucking trick questions. See how you women all talk about each other? Damn women. Oh, I'm not a hater, and I don't drink haterade. I'm him. Now I'm meant to save you all from disgusting men and bad relationships, and I'm meant to be with women because men are my biggest haters. You know, at least you guys don't hate me. You love me. You know, it's cool. But I all love you when you sleep. Simple. Especially you. I love you when you're snoring. Yep, Dan, I did. I did. Smells foul. Glad you're here, Dan. Somebody's got to have my back. So, Shania, what I would say here is I feel like this person said behind your back that you might not be able to be working with other people, or you have difficulties with working with people, or people have difficulties in working with you. You might be frustrated, or they might be talking about, like, I think they doubt you. Like I told you earlier, there's a doubt there. And if you've been only working there for a few days, you can't expect nothing else. You know what I'm saying? These people are gonna say shit about you, and they're gonna critique you. They're going to, like, see how you are or what you're doing. But um if if this woman, Julia, has brown hair or dark hair, then I would say that she said that, you know she feels like you come across, like someone who just wants to be alone and doesn't want to talk to anybody, and they doubt you. They don't think that you're like suited for the job, or like they said that, make sure, like, she's doing her job, make sure she meets the test, or else we're gonna have to separate her and put her in another section or some shit like that. Like, yeah, if she has brown hair, because I got a woman here with brown hair. There's a woman with brown hair, and she said, she's like saying to your bosses that, hey, look, if she doesn't work with other people, and if she has difficulties in understanding, we can put her by herself somewhere and make sure there's no communication with others or whatever like that. So for instance, if you're talkative at work and you talk to your coworkers and they distract you from work, try not to let them do that, because they're probably trying to get you in trouble, or you're going to get in trouble by doing that. Because I'm getting that this person wants to make sure that, you're by yourself and not talking to others, or there's no communication with others unless there needs to be. I feel like they got issues at this place. I'm not Wherever you're working, there's a lot of problems there. That's what I'm getting. There's a lot of problems. Too many problems. I don't get much good stuff there. Some bullshit. Amen to that. But sometimes when you become the new person, you get corrupted easy, like, you try to see what's going on, or somebody cons you and like brings you into the clique of shit. She's trying to throw off my coworkers just because she's friendly with my mom. Ah, okay. There you go. That's why she's trying to seclude you from those people. So yeah. So what I see is true. She's trying to make sure that you don't connect with them and you're by yourself, or they're gonna put you in a place where you're gonna be talking to the walls, or you won't be around other people. I've always heard that saying, Lashonda, when you're at a new job, you're not there to make friends. I've heard that saying so many times. That's why I work for myself and by my damn self. Yeah. They all talk shit. People talk shit every day. I talk shit in a good way, but oh shit. Dang. So you're at a place of conflict of interest. You're at a place where people know you, but they might have issues. So yeah, that's probably why. Yeah. Yeah. I try not to like be friendly with too many people because I don't like too many people around me anyway. When there's too much shit around, it stinks. I don't know. I've always loved being by myself, working by myself, being by myself. I love being by myself and not dealing with other people. When I am around people, I have a good time. I talk shit. I have fun. And that's about it. Like, otherwise, I don't need too many people around me to be successful or to be happy. I can entertain myself. Yeah. Yeah. Well, try not to let it distract you. Listen, I always tell people, if you do your job to the best of your ability, they can't say nothing. That's all that matters. If you do your job and do what you're supposed to do, then that's all that matters. So when they come to you and talk shit, you'll be like, you can say whatever you want. I do my job. What is my title here? This? Okay, well, aren't I doing it? That's it. Good night. All right, you said you can't deny what, if somebody does their job, you can't deny it. What they do after that or around that or on their own time, that's their problem. You know, that's what I tell people all the time. I do my job. I don't give a fuck what you think. Yeah, the haters will always be there. That's a regular thing. I love my haters. When I see them, I wave to them. It must be like, this guy, man. He knows we hate him, and he still speaks. He still says hello. Yeah, what's up, bro? Cool. I know you hate me, but I love you when you sleep. I want to see you. I want you to see me succeed so I can laugh more. All right. What is Verna saying or feel when I'm not around Sam? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And leave your perfume smell behind so they can smell. What I do is I fart so they can smell my yeah. She feels like you control Sam. She feels like you control Sam or you control the situation that you both are in. And she feels like kind of like lack of a concentration, and she feels like anxiety. She feels kind of like, frustrated or at a loss, or she feels like you're delaying like a process or a progress in her being around Sam or something like that. But if this person acts shy, then I would say this is like the energy that they have. It's either shy or disappointment that they feel when you're not around towards Sam. This is how Verma feels. What she's saying is like to Sam probably is like, don't let Shania control you, or do what you have to do. Don't do what she says. She probably says shit like that to her if they talk. But otherwise, I feel like she might be a little shy, or like maybe like she doesn't get herself too involved because she knows you guys are cool. There also could be like a situation where if this person if this person Verma has a man, he might be like telling her shit too. Or she might not like maybe Sam's man if she has one, or they might not like one of their boyfriends might not like them or something shit like that. I see like a man also like getting involved. Yeah, I'll let one off if I see my haters. Why not? It's too bad sometimes when I do see him, I don't feel like letting one go. Like, but if I see a hate, I'll let one go and say, "Yeah, smell that." Who's man? I would say if they both have a man, maybe they don't like each other. But it's somebody who is like, it's like a broke ass guy. It's like a guy that one of them complains about. So if one of those girls, Sam or Verma, complains about a guy, so then it ain't her. So it's got to be Verma because we're asking about Verma. And if they don't have a man, they could have been like, recently broke up with a guy, or they can't get a certain guy. So it's like they probably jealous of the other person, or just like talking shit about somebody like that. Could be like a man involved. It doesn't have to be, but I do see like a guy at the end there. Because we're asking how Verma feels, right? So her man, if she has a man, then I would say her man influences her decisions and actions and feelings. Because sometimes when people have problems at home, they take it to work, or they take it to others, or they use that problem as an excuse or a victim like type of energy. I feel like, because you said there that you said here, what did you say? Sometimes I wonder if Sam has my back. I would say that it depends how she feels, you know? I don't feel like you can I don't feel like you feel you can trust her 100%. And if you don't, then that's a good intuition that you have, because that's what I see in the cards too. And I see this man again too. Yeah. If you feel like you can't trust her, keep that energy, because there's something going on. Like, she might not be telling you about a man. And I would say if she likes black guys, then it's a black guy, it's a dark guy. It's a guy that's dark, like brown or like, black. Because I got a black guy here in the cards. A young black guy. And if he's like a expat, or he has like a different culture or background, it's probably him. Because in the cards just now, I got a young black guy that's um like not where you guys are from, where he might be like a guy who like travels a lot or goes to a lot of different places. There might be like a jealousy or envy of that, on that the way they feel like. If that fits E's description, then I would say it's him. Maria, I got your donation too. I'll answer your question. I just gotta read the letter that you wrote. Yeah. There's so many fake ass friends out there, man. That's why I don't even want none. My mom says your friends are like your teeth when they don't hurt. When you say her, who you talking about? Sam, right? Poke them damn eyes. All right, so my mom got it from her mom. My grandmother, my grandfather, they had all them sayings. My mom tells me so many. A lot of my sayings that come from my grandparents. See, I got him again here. I got E here, and I got Sam. But I feel like they talk, but there's like an unhappiness between them. Like, they're not cool. Like, I feel like they may speak to each other, but they're not like, they're not that cool with each other. Because I got the nine of swords here, and that tells me that they're not happy. They're not like in some type of cahoots with each other. They're like, they're more like worried about what each other's saying about each other or dealing with each other. If that, and he's got his back turned to her, I would say he has his back turned towards her, but she's like always perceiving, like, and thinking and trying to be sharp and trying to be ready to like respond to him if he came her way and said something to her. And he knows that she is not with anybody, but like he feels like she's too intense when he even speaks to her or says anything to her. But right now I see he's not really worried about her like that. And there's like an unhappiness there or an anxiety when they see each other or even like think about talking to each other. So there's nothing there, you know. I don't see like these two, you know, they show up here, but they don't show up like in a together way. There's like a, I don't know, like a worry or like a despair or like, you know, I'm not really worried about you or concerned about you. I'm just moving on. Like they just, I think that they've argued in the past. So they like not really gotten a chance to really even be cool again. But they might speak, but that's about it. If that. But there could be like a past resentment between these two. And if they don't really know each other, for instance, then I would say it's staying that way. But you're telling me what is E and her's relationship like while you've been in the picture? So I would say nothing. Nothing's going on between them. They don't really care. They're just probably just more worried and concerned about them, crossing paths. But in the card, the way the cards are situated, he's got his back turned to her. So I don't think that he gives a shit about her. And I don't think she gives a shit about him. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's probably what it is. Hmm. Oh, maybe he put, something in her burrito. See, the way you ask your question is the way the cards come up. See, you're saying what is E and her's relationship like while you've been in the picture? They don't fucking care. You see what I'm saying? They're just cool with each other. That's it. And they're probably worried and concerned about whether or not they're still going to be cool. See what I'm saying? I think that because I asked, how does he feel about her? And he's honest with her and he's like, friends with her. And he enjoys, like, probably saying, talking to her or something like that every now and then. And that's about it. I think he's just being friendly to her. That's all. You know? Yeah. She don't give a fuck about him like that. He just wants to be friendly to her to keep the peace, right? That's probably why what he did. He's just like a friendly person, maybe, to her. But she doesn't give a shit about him. Because I asked, what does she think about him? And she thinks that he is like, not really worth her time. But he's more of like, you know what? I'll be nice to you. I'm cool. I'm a friendly guy. Whatever. You know, I'll speak to you or whatnot. Cool. But I don't see no fucking, no, no like togetherness or anything like that. I just think that E is just being cool with her. And I think that, and I asked how she feels about him, and it's like bad. It's like she don't really care about him like that. Maybe because she doesn't really say too much to him, that he's just trying to say, hey, look, don't think that I'm bad or something. I'll be friendly to you. That's what the cards are saying. But she's like, probably be just like, yeah, whatever, bro. I ain't worried about you. I think this Sam person is like standoffish towards people, or they just don't let anybody come in their energy, and they don't want to really make no changes in their lives because they probably think that they're perfect. Well, if that makes sense, that's good. Tanya, you like that one? Your friends are like your teeth and they don't hurt. All right, Maria, let me see what is going on. Let me read what you said. You have to make that, the only way you can really, I think no, because what I get in the cards is that she's not really a genuine thinking person, and she came up as not really trustworthy. So I would say no. I would say limit your time with her. If you have to call her, I'll give you an example and advice. If you have to call her or see how she's doing and she doesn't do the same, then I would say that's not really a friend. So I would say don't like go out of your way to speak to her and see if she will. You know who your true friends are when you don't call and see if they do, and that's the truth. That's how you tell who your real friends are, the ones that check up on you, not the ones that just need you to do shit for them all the time. That's why my phone doesn't ring like that. All right, Maria, let me see what we got here. Let me answer Maria because she was next before you started donating again. All right, so a general for you and Walter. Today we're supposed to see each other, but his second job had him schedule, and he's totally messed up his schedule. He's really upset at himself and very sad because he wanted to see me and he was worried that I was upset. So I told him I wasn't upset. I was just a little sad, but I could wait to see him soon. He said he wanted to see me. How bad he miss. Aw, poor little Walter. He didn't get to see his Maria. Poor thing. All right, let's see what's going on. At least it's telling you what's going on. He's gonna try and see you tomorrow, Maria. He's gonna try his best to see you tomorrow, but he's very tired and he's got a lot of difficulties with work. So he's being honest about that. I do see him being honest with you and telling you the truth. He really wants to make a lot of money because he has like things to pay for, but work has been very difficult for him, and like he feels like he's always awaiting like some bullshit, like he's anticipating the worst all the time. Like, see how he said to you, I wanted to see you but I didn't, and that type of stuff, Maria. you know so he's being honest with you. He's telling you the truth about these type of things, but he has a lot of anxiety, and when he goes to sleep at night, he's like, fuck, man, I hope Maria ain't like, thinking that I don't give a fuck about her and I want to see her. I hope she's not gonna be like mad at me. Look at me. I gotta go work. I gotta pay the bills. I gotta like work. If I don't, I just gotta tell her straight up that I can't see her. Yeah. So I see sleepless nights here. I see a lot of worry, see a lot of anxiety, shit like that. Yeah. I see a lot of like, I feel like he also has like haters around him too, and those haters are bothering him. Like he needs to take like a break, but he doesn't know when he can. Yeah, you told him you're good. Didn't you tell him you're not mad at him and not upset at him? All right, yeah. I keep getting him in a upright position. So he's being honest with you. He's trying to be like a gentleman. He's trying to like, be very honest and and clear his conscience with you because he thinks that, he's letting you down by not seeing you. There's a lot of drama around him, as with baby mama bullshit and life. And I think there's also like an insecurity with him as well. Like I tell you this sometimes that he has like a dual like two-part life. He has bullshit, drama, and he has you and happiness and his friends and happiness. You know, and then in between that, there's work. So he has three things he has to focus on, and he's trying to balance it all out. And he doesn't want to get sick. He doesn't want bad news. He doesn't want conflict. He doesn't want drama. He doesn't want to be criticized, and he doesn't want to feel insecure. He wants to be honest. He wants to be like devoted. He wants to be friendly. He wants to be smart. He wants to be someone who is like happy again and complete in all his areas. But unfortunately, he's going through like a period in his life where he has to like find a better way. So unfortunately, he's still going to be in the energy of anxiety for a little longer. But you and him are fine. He just like worries that you are upset with him. But he definitely wants to see you in the coming days, if not tomorrow, the next day. So I still feel like you'll see him soon. Yeah. So anything you can help to ease his mind, yeah, give him a kiss and hug when you see him. Grab that D, do something nice. That'll take his mind off of things. Just reassure him that you're okay with what he's doing. That's all, if you are, you know. And that's why I tell people that are in relationships that, you got to understand that the other person, when they have difficulties, you got to ride with them or without them. And if you ride with them, then the end result might be very good at the end. And then you never know, you might have issues because you're not perfect either. So when you have issues, if they ride with you and do things with you and reassure you that they love you and they care about you, then that's the equal give and take that I've been talking about forever. Yeah, exactly. It'd be different if he says I'm home drunk and I can't see you. It'll be different if he says I'm going out with my boys tonight and fuck you. But he's working, and he has to work because he needs to pay off his bills and his debts and the things that he needs to pay off. So all good between you and him as usual. But as usual, he's got a lot of bullshit he's got to deal with. You're welcome, Maria, anytime. Try not to worry. Try not to worry and just support him. Tell him everything's good. Reassure him that your coochie only belongs to him. And then you're good. Don't tell him you speak to me. That's all. I'm teasing. Oh boy, what am I gonna do with you ladies? There's something else. These women in here. What would you do without me? See, that's why I can't have a woman. See, you guys will end up putting a spell on that bitch. We want our Mark back. You can't take her. You can't take Mark. We want him to ourselves. We need him. Where's he to? You guys be like that. We need to see where this woman is. Oh boy. Time flies. Time flies every day. Time, time, time. Shania, you're gonna ask your question or what? Or you're gonna wait till Christmas? It's like it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I need to go sleep. And that's when everybody loves me too, when I'm asleep. Cause I ain't gonna bother nobody. Hopefully I don't have no dreams tonight about some bullshit. Oh boy, I'm yawning out of control now. Let's go, woman. Oh man. Yeah, I'm waiting for pain in the ass Shania to ask her last question because she's the last one for tonight. I ain't doing no more. I've been on here like 4 or 5 times today. This is the most lives I think I've done in one day. I've been on here like so many damn times. Fuck. I did a pick a card reading. I came on here for like an hour each time. I got interrupted twice. My ass hurts. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It definitely was. Today was a strange day. Today was kind of weird, to be honest, Tanya. Today was very weird. Today was like the type of energy where you just say to yourself, "Look, I'm staying home." That's why That's why I came on here so many times because I didn't want to be out in the public eye today. I just felt like I'm better off at home. Because every time I left home, I went somewhere, there was an issue. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm staying home. I ain't got no time for this shit. But this retrograde has been a weird energy, but more with people in general, not me. I don't feel weird. I just feel like weird around people. I just feel like people are just like going off their, just weird. People are just off, and I don't want to be around them. I don't even want to like be in the public eye. I don't even want to be in public anything. I just want to like stay home and get away from people. A guy on a motorcycle almost hit me today in my car, in my van, on a corner. This guy was trying to overtake a truck on a corner and almost hit me. If I didn't move out of the way, then I probably would have hit him. Well, he would have hit me. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me right now. Like, you want to lose your life, you stupid bastard? Like, what are you doing? What moron is going to overtake on a corner when you don't even see me coming? You don't even know if I'm coming or not. Like, it was like he barely missed me. He barely missed. Like, if I didn't move at the last second, we would have squashed his ass in between the truck and me. And it wouldn't have been good. He probably would have fucking died or something. That's the last thing I need. And I was literally on the road for 5 minutes, and that happened. And I said, see, Mark, you should have stayed the fuck home. Something's been telling me all day, stay home, don't go nowhere, don't go nowhere. And boom, not even 5 minutes of driving, this guy almost hits me. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then I go and get lunch, and the woman fucks up my order, gives me the wrong shit, wrong money, everything was wrong. And then the girl that was next to her, like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, yeah, I've been here for like 20 minutes waiting for shit that you ain't even, what the fuck am I here for? So she was like, I was like, you grumpy little bitch, you shouldn't be working. This is why people like you don't have a job. Because you're a dumbass. And then I went home, I ate my lunch, I went to go get my nephew, and that's when my day got better. When I picked up my nephew, I came home, I fed Diamond, I hung out with my nephew, we had dinner, we played some pool and some darts, and now I'm here with you guys. But as soon as I leave this house and go somewhere, it was a fucking problem. That's why I said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying the fuck home. No. These people are crazy. We have so many accidents on these roads every day. It's actually scary to go on the road now because people are so like crazy. It's like, where the fuck are you going? This little ass island, and you're speeding like you're fucking crazy, like nobody's on the road. Like, you don't have no common sense. Every day we hear sirens, ambulances, and shit. It never used to be like that. Never. And it's getting worse and worse. It almost like it's not even good to be on the road anymore because you got to deal with all these idiots. You know when the best time to be on the road is? Right now. Because I don't hear no traffic, no nothing. Everybody's home in their bed. Maybe I should go driving then. Fucking people, man. People are whack. I think people don't value their life anymore. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'm sick and tired of talking about stupid people anyway. I'm glad I have you guys in my life. You know, at least you guys ain't stupid. At least you're good people. Anyway, I wish you all to feel better, get better. Hopefully the energy doesn't drain you. Just believe and you shall receive. Just try and tell your mind that everything's going to be okay. Put your faith in God and you'll be all right. It ain't going to last. It doesn't get bad all the time. And just remember, it always could be worse, right? Try and get a good night's sleep. All right, Tanya, take care. Dan, Maria, anybody else who's in here, I'll see you guys tomorrow.